Whereas I've been in business a long time, and in the mid-90s, when we launched the energy accreditation scheme, energy prices were dropping year on year. Why manage the stuff? Just buy cheaper next time. There were a few organisations that stuck to it, but it's amazing how things have changed. Right, any other? We've got time probably for one more. Any other questions? Yes, gentlemen back over there.
It's Eric Bishard again. I just wanted the panel's opinion on how much help is out there, shameless advert for the next session as well, of course. Now, in our area, in the Northwest, there's over 150 different organisations that purport to help you with energy efficiency and renewable energy. And yet when we launched the Northwest Climate Change Charter, which is a fairly modest sign-up to try to lower carbon burden, half of the people, and there's over 300 signed up now, half of them said, we'd like to sign, but actually we don't know where to go to for help. Now, despite fantastic work from a lot of you out there, particularly ESTN and EnviroWise, we still find that it's actually the majority that still are not being reached. And some of us pray for some kind of sustainable energy agency or some kind of centralized governance structure that actually gathers together all this great stuff and reaches many more people. And we may well have an energy ministry soon. Be interesting. So what do you think? I mean, are we just really unlucky in the Northwest to have a bunch of people that aren't doing anything? Or is there a genuine need for someone to put their foot on the ball and make this reality for the majority?
Well, challenging question.
Eric comes from the Northwest, which I think it's fair to say has one of the best infrastructures for pulling things together through NWERDS and the Regional Development Agency, though throughout England and increasingly in Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland, there is a lot of push by government agencies to pull together the messages that are going out there. I'm not sure that having one place to go is necessarily the answer. I think what should happen, certainly to anything funded by government, is that there should be a no wrong door policy, and whoever you phone up should be able to guide you to the right place. We found increasingly that people come to us through the website, they come to us through the Environment and Energy Helpline. We've been marketing things for many, many years. And I always take it with a pinch of salt when people say they don't know where to go. Have they ever asked anyone in the first place, I would say. And I think most people, if they did ask, they'd find that they would get help from someone. It might not be the place they end up, but they would help them along the journey. I would hope so. Anyway, if any of you can tell me otherwise, I'd like to know the specific case I can do something about it.
Well, Carbon Trust, we must have a regional manager up in the northwest. Any other comments from them?
Yeah, I mean, I'll make a few comments about the talking to individuals and households. Do we do enough? No, we don't. That's the short answer. We think it's quite cost effective for every £4 when you say some part, which isn't a bad number, but we're quite proud of it. 3 times as many people as we did 2 years ago, and get 3 times as many action. But we're still only contacting just over 1 million households a year out of 26 million. So 96% of households we are not getting to. We spend about 40p per person per household per year. It's difficult still for everybody for that sort of money. So if you want to sort of do it should be more money for these sorts of things, we certainly want to stop.
Okay, all right, thank you. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our panel discussion. Thank you very much to our 3 experts and also to our 3 speakers, of course, also experts in their own fields. Thank you very much. Now I think we have a short break for networking and refreshments, and I think we're resuming at 10:30. Thank you very much.
But Lebanon will never stand up against Saudi Arabia because a lot of financial aid is coming from the GCC and mainly Saudi Arabia towards
Lebanon and other Arab countries. So the strength of the oil-producing countries is able to influence even countries that have no oil and have no benefit from not working on climate change. Differences between countries, differences in a sense that, okay, we speak one language, but we have very different cultures. When we say that, yeah, when I go on a regional TV, I reach the whole Arab world, it's still not easy. There are still differences between the Maghreb countries, Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, and on the other side, the Gulf countries, and in the middle. So having a regional campaign in the Arab world, we have similarities, but we have lots of differences. Lack of education and other social problems that I was talking about. Literacy rates are low in some countries, the women's rights and everything. Next, please. But this is the bad side. But we also have several opportunities that we believe we can work on, and we can have a very successful climate campaign. And I am the eternal optimist who's going to stick to the opportunities more than the challenges. We have differences, but we have lots of similarities. And for a person who's traveling a lot around the Arab world, I'm starting to catch the needs and the cultures of the different countries. And we have contacts in almost every country, so we can actually localize the regional campaign in the different countries. And we can work on the similarities already existing. We have strong regional media, Al Jazeera. Who has Al Jazeera English here? I mean, the first time I saw Al Jazeera English, it was showing about the indigenous rights of people in the Amazons in Brazil. And I felt a bit proud as an Arab of, okay, Al Jazeera English first day of launch is talking about social issues. And they have several programs that are very liberal. And actually, we are able to reach the regional media. They want to work on social issues, environmental issues. In the app, we have a weekly TV spot. I am the director, author, and host of that program. It's a reality environmental show where the camera follows me. I go on somewhere, do environmental work. They film me for half an hour doing things, and then they edit it. It's a weekly show. Today's show, it's every Sunday, because today's show today's show was about how to reduce energy consumption in the house. And this reaches all, it's a regional TV, it's satellite TV in Arabic, so it reaches...
This was Al Jazeera English.
Not Al Jazeera, this is another channel that it's Arabic, and it goes via satellite, and anyone who speaks Arabic around the world can see it. So regional media is strong, and we have very strong contacts, and we can reach them very easily. Regional civil society, although I said there's little coordination in these issues, there are several coalitions are starting. And we have worked on one last year before the war, and I think now we can pick it up from where we had to leave it last year. Another thing that's an opportunity is the energy security debate. We all know what oil is doing to the region. It's part of the reason why there are wars, why the US is in Iraq, and why there's so many conflicts. And we can use these in the climate change campaign as a reason why we should stop using oil and we should support the climate negotiations. The economic and renewable energy opportunities. Although we don't have the technology, but many components of any renewable energy technology can be done domestically. For example, let's say a wind tower, the tower could be done locally. So it actually creates more jobs than fossil fuel technologies. So now, since our production energy demand is increasing and new plants need to be built, we say, okay, if you build a fossil fuel power plant, which you need to import a lot of components from Europe, just like the wind energy, but the wind energy farm will provide 6 times more jobs than a fossil fuel power plant. And this is a very strong argument in developing countries. Climate impacts are big, like the water issue. The primary environmental issue that the Arab world cares about is water scarcity. And now climate change is part of that problem. And we're using it. So energy security, water security,